morning. It's such a beautiful morning for me, and indeed an exciting one, because this has been a journey. For me, it's been a journey, and you may wonder, it's not you who was in class, why should it be a journey? But that's what I'll be sharing with you this morning. My name is Unny Nzioka, and I am a parent to Lincoln Nzioka, who has been a student, should be graduating this year. And I will never forget, in 2019, when my son decided, I think he decided much earlier, but it became obvious to us that he wants to shift from what I would call a traditional career. I used to call it then. Now my mind has also shifted. That at that time, what we would call a traditional and a good career, to this creative industry, which I did not quite understand. I am musical, I sing. I also play a little guitar, I play a little keyboard. And so I had taught him how to play guitar. He had done drums. We were also singing. So from a musical family, so to say. But for me, music is a side hustle because I'm a finance professional. And that's what professions should be, or so we thought then. And so when he started his university, and a student, I was looking forward to, the graduation and going into straight line career. And then it became obvious that there seems to be a shift. At first, I thought it's a side hustle, but slowly by slowly, all protocol observed, I realized that this young man seems to be wanting to completely shift into something else. Now, my story is that after I finished high school, then there was such a need for teachers. I didn't want to be a teacher. I knew I wanted to be an accountant. And I was called into a Bachelor of Education. I didn't want it, but my father, who was a graduate of Makerere University, could not understand at that time, why would you not go to university? So what will you go to do? We didn't have a lot of parallel. So university, a degree meant everything. So that seemed to have been implanted in me, and I grudgingly went into university, did 1 year a Bachelor of Education. Cut the long story short, we came home for 1 year. You know those days we used to go 1 year and come home on holiday for a whole year. That 1 year when we came home, I had made up my mind that this thing is not for me. And somehow I had managed to convince my father that it is okay. I will get that degree one day, but let me do what I think my passion is. So I went into my accounting career, where I have really flourished. So I told my son as he joined university, when you go there, should something not work, please come back home and tell us. Well, he didn't want to be like his mother who quits campus, so he wouldn't come and tell us, but it was clear. So when the time came to make the shift, shocking as it was, I said, okay, fine. And I wondered, why didn't you just say it from the word go? He wouldn't have known then that this other line is what his passion would be. But there's one thing I believe, that whatever it is you want to do it to the best. Whatever it is you want to study, get the best. And so I literally went on a journey of finding where is it that he is going to study this that he wants to do. And so music production or music something. I asked friends around. Some of them had been alumni of ADMI, not done music, but just the thought of what the college was. And a friend of mine shared something about ADMI. She said, I don't know, but I know they're serious. And I know there's something they're doing there that is very different. And so I came into ADMI one day with my son, and I said, we are going to look for that college. It looks funny, because, after high school, in our days, you would just be left to go. So who is this parent walking in town with a son going to look for a college? And so I came in because I wanted to see for myself. Accountants, we are people of facts. You don't just get told. You need to see. So I wanted to see, what is this ADMI? Where is it? Can I see those studios? Can I see this equipment everyone is talking about? Can I also see that there are some students? Because we have been in this country and we have heard of colleges, but some of these colleges do not have students. And where some of them were, my friend, on top of bars and everything. cut the long story short. So I wanted to come in and see for myself. And my first impression was awesome. Walked into the college, and even the reception of the people who were there, I was like, hey, okay, am I in Kenya? And so it was very exciting. And the decision was made. But for one thing, the money. So back to my accountant mind, and my husband is a banker. And so we go back and do the maths and asking ourselves, a 1.5-year-old diploma is going to cost us how much? Wait a minute, does this really make sense? So I did my own analytics, and I looked at how much it would cost me if I'm shifting to a degree program, to a private university, and I realized, you know what? It is cheaper. It's only that this is going to be shorter term. I didn't have a problem that it's a diploma and not a degree. That wasn't a problem for me. Having been an employer, I came to appreciate the need for skill more than the paper. So when I did the math and I realized, no, it's the same thing, just that, differently, you're getting out with a skill. Our minds were settled, and so we started the journey. It's been an interesting journey. For me, one thing that excited me as a parent is seeing my son wake up in the morning, so passionate, going to do what he loves to do. I wasn't very clear what exactly will come out at the end of it. I thought that music production was just about producing music for us who sing. I didn't know, I never knew or even thought about the films that, there's music behind there, the adverts. I never thought about it. So I have also been on a journey of learning, but please don't ask me for school fees. So we started off in September, and when we were coming to the second semester, did we start off in January? Yeah, when we were coming to the second semester, in between the semester, COVID hit. Now I thought, okay, so everything just stopped. But funny enough, when the college sent out messages that we are going to continue, we said, if the college feels confident enough to do something, let's push on. That is one of the decisions I was telling him that ADMI made, that for me made a lot of significance. And we were so happy. And the young man pushed through the COVID season. Of course, a lot of things were different, but we are happy we did it. He's now done with his coursework, doing his internship. I just see how he's passionate. It's like his world has just lit up now, even going right into the industry. And when he would visit, during the school visits, the exposures, he would come home and show me the photos, look at the studio and I'm like, okay, so this is the world. Really, this is the world that we're getting into. What stood out for me at ADMI? Number one is the Parent Appreciation Day. I remember when we received communication that there's going to be a Parents' Day. And I'm thinking, my friend, we're in college. A Parents' Day in college? But I am one person who loves to stick to the rules. I had a board meeting that morning, so I went in the morning and I said, I need to attend to my son. And people are wondering, your son is in college. What are you attending to? And I came in out of curiosity just to see what happens on a Parents' Day in a college. And I tell you, it was very, very exciting. The lecturers are so in touch with industry. I remember one time in a certain university, we were trying to rope in these people who are industry experts to come in and lecture. But those two do not necessarily rhyme. You can get an industry expert who cannot give that back to the students. And I know we struggled. But at ADMI, when I came in, I saw the lecturers. Some of them, I've gotten to interact with them. And it's been a very exciting journey. Having a counselor on campus who is available, I tell you, that is something that blew my mind. We have had them, but they're not available. You just know the name, you know the number. And during our journey, we had some family crisis, and we did come to really appreciate the fact that there was a counselor who was really available. Student advisors, my goodness. You know, somebody who is working with your student while on campus, and you as a parent are even free to interact with them. It's been very exciting, I can say so much. As we came to the end of it, and then we're told now you're going to internship, my mind went back to what I know. Internship, unajitafutia. You know, you go and start looking, knocking doors for internship. So I asked myself, now in this creative, where am I going to get internship for my son? If you ask me about the finance world, the business world, economics, I know where I'll go. But I waited to see, is the college really going to do this? And at first I was like, maybe it is just one of those stories that you hear. But I am very excited that I didn't have to struggle to get internship for my son. The college actually took it upon itself and found that internship for him. Very, very excited. And finally, which college invites you to come for breakfast to say thank you for having been part of a journey? I tell you, I'm a numbers person. Out there, we do the mathematics and we say this is too expensive. We wouldn't call people. So even just being here, I feel so excited. I almost feel like if I had to go back, I would have gone back and then straight from high school, just come into ADMI. I don't know if you have Ngubaru for people like us who feel like we missed so much. What can we come in and learn at this time? As a parent, and all of us know, we work hard, and many times we say we are working for these children. We sacrifice a lot through their journeys. Why would we sacrifice so much, you know, in kindergarten and primary school and high school, and then let it go when we come to where it matters most? My parental pride this morning is to see my son on a journey to stand on his own feet and succeed in life just like I did. I have absolutely no regrets. All I have is a lot of appreciation for ADMI and everybody who has made this journey possible. For any parents who might be here or who might watch me later, I want to tell you that ADMI is indeed the right place to be. Sometimes you come in not very sure, even the young people not very sure, but there's something about ADMI where there is a focus in ensuring that they bring out the best in these young people. Thank you very much, ADMI, for making me a proud parent.